بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Welcome everyone. I hope that you all are doing well and stay safe from the drastic effects of the rain. Today, after a long gap of a week, we are going to initiate the classes from the same topic which we have discussed from where we stopped the last week time. Yes, the topic which we were discussing is the chapter number 4, The Toad Word from your book. And today we will going to do the exercises of this chapter. But before starting the exercise, I would first like to give you the overview of the chapter, what we had discussed in the chapter. In this chapter, we had discussed that there were different victims who got affected by each and every one, either being hit, either being bit, either being hurt. So, in that manner, everybody got angry and they wanted to take the revenge. And in anger, they had taken the revenge from the other person. That leads to big destruction. You can find different victims who got affected on page number 38. Who was the base for the whole story? It was the prawn who had created the whole destruction, who bit the boy and who is in anger created the whole scenario. So all the victims gathered around the prawn and they caught the prawn and they just tried to release their revenge in a manner to enjoy the soup of that prawn. But what resulted in the end that they would not be able to drink the soup of the prawn, but the toad was very sharp and he was very clever that he enjoyed the prawn himself and served the plain soup to them. That made all the victims angry again, and what they did? They pinched over the skin of the toad that results on creating the warts over its skin. Okay? I hope that the whole story recalls to your mind. But make sure one thing that Toad was not the victim. Toad was not the victim. Okay, but the party was being enjoyed by the Toad. Alright, now take the pencils into your hands, open page number 39 on which we will going to do the question answers. Ready? Okay, mark the questions which we will do. Cross question number 1. We will start from question number 2. Exercise A, question number 2, 3 and 4. Cross 1 and 5. I have mentioned it on the board as well. Now let's discuss the answers. Question number 2. Had you been in a snake's place, how would you have reacted after being bitten by the ants? If in place of the snake, you would be there and the army and the great population of the ants attacked on you, how would you going to feel? You will feel irritated, you will feel painful, or you will feel relaxed, happy. Which sort of the feelings you were going to feel? Just mention it in the answer, just simply in just one line, right? Then the next question, question number 3. Of all the animals that got hurt, which in your opinion was affected the most? Give evidence from the text. Look students, you have studied all the victims that got affected on each and every step. So according to your point of view, which got hurt the most? If you talk about my opinion, I said that ants affected the most. But it's not fine that the answers of all the opinion of all the persons are same. Maybe you will going to have the other one, you have sympathy on some other victim. So write down your answer on which you are having the most sympathy. Fine, along with the reason. Question number 4. Do you think the victims did the right thing by hurting others as a revenge for their distress? Why or why not? This answer will going to be right in the manner of two sentences in two expressions. First you will write yes or no. The answer of the question, do you think? If you think that they had done the right thing by taking the revenge, write down yes along with the reason. And then if you are feeling that no, they did wrong, taking revenge is not good, so write down no along with the reason. Here you could have the possibility, if in my opinion, taking revenge is fine in a manner that it could release the distress. Okay? And it could be in the manner of no, that it results in the destruction of the society. It can disrupt the peace of the society. Okay, so you can write the answer according to your interpretation. What do you feel? Fine. Now coming towards exercise B, reference to the context. Here the reference to the context are very simple. If you have done the reading, so you can answer it in just one word. The sentences have been given to you and you will have to write down the name of the speaker only who had spoken these lines. Number 1, it's very dark in here. Number 2, I will suck it dry. Number 3, I must find something to rub on it. Number 4, I will build it for you. And number 5, I will soon be in the soup. Who had spoken all these lines? Write down the given lines with the black pen and write down the answer, the name of the speaker with the blue pen. Okay, now turn the page number 40, you can find evidence. There are some words which are having which are having the same meanings but they sound differently. So you need to find out the words which have the same meanings and write it in one line. You need to form 3 groups and write the meanings, write down the meanings, those words which are having the same meanings in one line. Okay, the words are angry, shock, annoyed, race, hurry, hurtle, daze, and astonish. That is all for today's lecture. I hope that you have understood it well, and if still you have any sort of the queries, you can ask in the comment section. That is all for today's class. Stay connected for the language class. We will going to meet inshallah in the next week. Till then, Allah Hafiz.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all. I hope that you all are fine and safe at your homes. So welcome back to all after a long gap. So here we're going to conduct our language class and I hope that you are ready for that. Okay. The topic which we are going to read, that is kinds of phrase. This is which we were studying in our last class. Okay, kinds of phrases. Adverb phrase we are going to read today, and in our previous class which is related to this, that was adjective phrase. That is on page number 43. You can see here page number 43. Okay. Before reading the adverb phrase, we must know that what is adverb. Okay? And before reading adverb, I have told you that what is phrase, which does not contain a verb and subject in the sentence. Okay? These all things we were studying in our previous class. Adverb is what qualifies any verb. What is the definition? If you cannot see clearly, I'm just telling you again. Qualifies any verb. For example, we have different manners here of defining the verbs. Okay. The first is what? How. The second is what? When. Third is where. Next is reason. Last is condition. Okay. Now let's come here. Sentence is what? I was running as fast as wind. Okay. I'm telling you the adverb only here. I was running as fast as wind. Let me know how I was running. Fastly. As fast as wind. Next is what? When. I came at my home in the evening. When did I come at my home? In the evening. Where? She met with her at my home. Where? She met with her. At my home. Next is what? I got position because of my hard work. How I got position? Because of my hard work. Condition, if possible, call me. Okay? There is a condition, if possible means if there is a possibility to call me, then call me. What is the purpose to tell these all things to you guys? That is, these all are what? Adverb phrase. Because basically in the adverb phrase we have come to know that what is the working of adverb. In the sentence, that part of the sentence which is telling you the working of an adverb, that part is called adverb phrase. Now in the adverb we are having the different manners like how, when, where, the rest of I was telling you. Okay, that how I was running, at what time I came at my home, where she met with her, reason and the condition. Okay, so that part which is telling you about the adverbs, that part is called adverb phrase. Okay, here this one and this one. Now let's come towards the book. On the page number 43, the same I was telling you. Page number 43, let's come up. Adverb phrase. The definition is, this is a phrase which does the work of an adverb is an adverb phrase. Okay? A phrase which does the work of an adverb is an adverb phrase. The same thing we were discussing on the board, that the working of an adverb, the part which is doing the working of an adverb is called the adverb phrase. Let's come towards the example. Here. Taha followed the doctor's advice with utmost care. The first example was Taha followed the doctor's advice with utmost care. How Taha following the advice of doctor? Okay. The sentence number 1, as I was telling you here, that how an action is being done. Okay. Basically in adverbs, we discuss the actions, that how an action is being done, when it is being done, where it is being done, what is the reason and what is the condition as well. Okay. So the part which is telling you the working of an adverb, that part is called adverb phrase. Second example is what? I'm just reading, look at your books. The play will begin in about an hour. When the play will begin? What's the timing? In about an hour. So this part is what? Adverb of phrase. You can get this book in all the bookshops. Okay, you can get this book in all the bookshops. Where can I get the books? From where can I get the books? In all the bookshops. Okay, so that part is called adverb of phrase. Jim will succeed because of his perseverance. How the Jim got success? Because of his perseverance. The same things are here. Okay. The last is what? Condition. If possible, let me have 2 tickets. If possible, let me have 2 tickets, please. There is a condition, if possibilities. Okay. So let me have tickets. The same thing we were discussing here. If possible, call me. If possible, we will come on Thursday. Different conditions we can put here. Okay. So these are the things which you need to follow to get the adverb phrase. That is all with the explanation. Now, let's come towards the page number 44. Okay, before this, as I told you about the phrase, again I'm telling you that verb and subject. Here, it is the phrase, adverb phrase. It is not having any verb and any subject. Okay, this is why it is phrase. In the evening, verb and subject, it is not having. So this is why it is phrase. Verb and subject at my home because of my hard work and if possible. In these parts, we are not having any subject and any verb. This is why basically they are called the phrases, and why I am calling adverb phrase, because they are basically qualifying the actions in different manners. Okay, I hope it is clear now. Let's come towards the page number 44. Page number 44. There is exercise B. I'm reading it. Pick out the adverb phrase from the following sentences. Okay, sentence number 1. The doctor examined the patient with great care. See it first. Sentence number 1. The doctor examined the patient with great care. Here, let me know what is the adverb phrase. Definitely with great care. Sentence number 2. The patient was waiting in the room of the hospital. Now I am reading the rest of the sentences. Listen carefully. We were building sandcastles on the windswept beach. Sentence number 4. If you do something in a hurry, you will always make a mistake. The boy ran as fast as the wind but could not catch the thief. These are the 5 sentences which you need to copy first in the. Then underline the adverb phrase. As I was explaining you in the first sentence, with great care was the adverb phrase. In the rest of the sentences, you are supposed to find out. Okay? Now, how to do the working in the same manner? Kinds of phrases you have made the title page. Okay? Do not make the title page again. Just put the heading of adverb phrase, definition with some examples. Then the exercise which we were reading, only 1 till 5 sentences. Copy these all sentences and take out the adverb phrases, okay? That is all with the explanation and homework. Inshallah, we will meet in our next class. Till then, take care and Allah Hafiz.